हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, राधा स्नेह बिहारी की, श्री राधा गोपीनाथ की, राधा मदन मोहन की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की, निताई गौरंग भगवान की, कार्तिक मास महामहोत्सव की, गोवर्धन लीला की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, ऑल assembled devotees की, निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलम् श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गो ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः साभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचि। श्री विष्णु श्रीविष्णु हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So I welcome all devotees here. Hare Krishna, Mataji's, Prabhuji's, Chaitanya Keshav Prabhu. Thank you for coming and gracing. Dandavad Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances, otherwise I don't have any hope in this world if you don't accept my service, my obeisances. And this garland, was like, you were holding it and standing it, right? They said, please put it, because this is prasad. and I can't make Prasad wait. That's like arrogance, right? If somebody is holding God's garland and is waiting that, and I'm saying, okay, you wait, I'll take later. That's like aparad. I can't do that. And you should never stop us. Of course, I'm just suggesting everyone, when any senior speaker comes, we have to offer garland. We have to. Because that is the blessing of God on them. You should not stop that. And you should look for the first opportunity and don't wait in between. Either pick it up and go and put it, or don't put it for some time. The in transit is not needed. And you should never reject a garland also, which comes from the deities. Never. I heard this from a very senior devotee. Some people think accepting garland is arrogance. Accepting a garland is definitely arrogance. But accepting the prasad of God is not arrogance, that's mercy. Not accepting that is arrogance. So I'm just, sharing. I've also learned these things hard way. Once I did that mistake with His Holiness Rompat Swami Maharaj. Maharaj was there in Boston, and I was early to the lecture, and they gave me the garland, and I was sitting there until Maharaj finishes his, the first mantra. Then Maharaj took time to look at me like this. Yo Rama, nobody was there to guide me. So I was sitting there. Then finally Maharaj finished the whole thing. Then I went to Maharaj. Maharaj, can I? Hare Krishna. So great sannyasis like His Holiness Rompat Swami Maharaj, they are very merciful. They don't chastise. But we should learn. How else can we learn? Anyway, these are Vaishnava etiquettes. Vaishnava etiquettes are very important in Bhakti. And that is something that we learn only when we come to satsang. Otherwise we can't learn. Right? Once I was in Charlotte, in his great Srinivasa Acharya Prabhu's house, my senior godbrother. And there His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj came. He is very particular with time. Really firebrand. Don't think Maharaj is always like that. Sometimes but his mood is very particular about time and everything. So he had told that he is going to have prasad at a certain time, right? And he has to have that soup. That evening, I don't know now what Maharaj is, but then I'm talking about like 10 years back or plus more. Tomato soup, very, very light tomato soup he has exactly at that 6 o'clock or something. So he was doing kirtan, and the devotee there thought Maharaj will get up and then we will give the soup. But Maharaj was waiting for the devotee to tell him that the soup is ready. So some Ayurvedic reason is there. He has to have it that time, something like that. And I was given I always used to ask for the service of putting a garland. That is my favorite thing to do. That's a great way to, worship a great devotees, pure devotees. So I was holding the garland, and then Maharaj finished the kirtan. And then I can remember it a little bit, maybe details are different, but around 6:05 or something, Maharaj finished the kirtan, and then he looked down, and the Mataji came and said, Maharaj, our Prabhuji came and Maharaj, the soup is ready. Can you please come and have? Then Maharaj said, at 6 o'clock I have prasad. After that I don't take anything. Hare Krishna. And then he said, oh my Gyan Pingyan. My God, that Mataji started crying. What did I do? That Prabhuji, they were the hosts, No, they were not the hosts. They were facilitating that. So, and after that, hearing that, then I was supposed to go and put the garland. My hand started trembling because I never seen that particular thing about. We should respect that. Actually, sannyasis and great devotees do that to tell us the mood of service. And we should change. All our false egos are sliced by them, by the Guru. Right? When we go closer to Guru, our false ego is sliced. Slice is the word that Yugal Kishore Prabhu used to make it very strong. Our ego is sliced by Guru. So if you are choosing to do personal service to Guru, be ready for ego being sliced. Right? Or from far away only say Dandavad Pranam Maharaj and pay obeisances and follow his instructions. But if you go closer, especially to personal servants, right? Personal servants of great sannyasis, they are really on their toes and they are very, very humble. Otherwise, you can't serve that. You can't serve that. There is a reason why it is like that. Anyway, I got deviated. I went here and there from a garland to all the countries and you know where all the Hare Krishna. So we always talk about it. There is a difference between animal and a human, right? Because there are 4 activities which are common to human beings and animals. And those 4 activities are what? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam. Among these 4 things, Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam, very predominating emotions, all 4 of these. Many times in a day you get them. But among all of them, Bhaya is very prominent. Because you can feel hungry for some time in a day. You can feel sleepy for some time in a day. Or you might want to have, sensual enjoyment for some time in a day. But Bhaya is such a emotion, it can take over 24 hours of a person. One can be in Bhaya for a day, 2 days, you can go into depression also. Bhaya is very, very predominant. And Bhaya is the emotion that predominates in Kali Yuga. Because in Kali Yuga, padam padam yatpi padam matesha. At every step there is danger. Danger. So Bhaya is always predominating. Everybody. You see everywhere, there is Bhaya. Of course, there are many types of Bhaya, many types of fear. I will not get into that. The fear management seminar. many are there. But understand that unless we deal with that fear, we cannot be happy in life. Happiest person is a person who is fearless. Right? Fearless. And why we all should start becoming fearless. I'm not fearless, but I'm desiring that these days. I'm asking Krishna, make me fearless. Please, make me fearless. Because fear completely puts us into such inactive state. And how to become fearless is when we take shelter of the fearless. Right? That's the way it is. And when we chant these mantras, before we do the chanting, we chant the mantra, Pranam mantra of our Guru. And Pranam mantra of Prabhupada. We say Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. I was meditating, a few days ago when I was doing chanting. These mantras I'm almost like blabbering now, I'm not even meaning them. They become so familiar to me that I hold this Nama I'm not even meaning them. What they mean, the whole solution is there in that mantra only. The whole solution for the life is in mantra only. Actually, we don't focus on that, right? And we are supposed to chant this mantra before every Hare Krishna mantra round. Then I started pausing. I heard this from senior devotees. Then only I don't have any realization to do all these things, but I heard that whatever mantras that our acharyas have given us, we should put a little focus on them. Then we get the value of what we are chanting. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namne. So much meaning is there in this. That personality who has taken complete shelter of the lotus feet of Vishnu, personification of his lotus feet, is coming here empowered. And only such person can establish Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. And I am connected to such a person, how can I be fearless? Right? Make sense? These mantras are very powerful. And then Namaste Saraswati Deve. Namaste Saraswati Devi. You know, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Right? Such a knowledgeable person. What is he doing? Gauravani Pracharine. Who is Gaura? Krishna. Krishna coming in the form of a devotee and explaining in the age of Kali Yuga how to get delivered, how mercy will come to you, what you are supposed to do, what is the mood of a devotee. Everything is explaining. And that is being established by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Oh Krishna, what a connection. Right? Namaste Saraswati Deve. Gauravani. Gauravani. The instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gauravani. Pracharine. Giving it to people who are not even qualified. Pracharine. Nirvishesha. Shunyavadi. People who don't have any attraction to God because they don't know the qualities of God. Shunyavadi. People who reject God saying God doesn't exist or they believe in monism. Atheistic people. Shunyavadis, completely voidistic people, and people who believe in some faith but they don't have clarity in terms of qualities of God, such people are to be delivered by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati's Gauravani. Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha, Shunyavadi, Paschatya Deshata. Most fallen side is Paschatya. Right? Which side are we? Paschatya or other side? No, we are more than Paschatya now here. Because we are bringing Paschatya from there to here. Paschatya people are there only. They are happy doing whatever ignorance they are doing. Know what we are doing? We are going there, bringing that here. So we are in a much more vulnerable condition. Much more vulnerable condition than Paschatya Desha. But they already know how badly they are situated. They are fighting like cats and dogs. Elections are going on, you know. Leaders are not talking like leaders. They are talking like, even small children don't fight like that on the street. Like that they are fighting in debates and, you know, so many so-called educated people. Huh? We are so cultured people. Now we are copying it from there. Huh? We are also behaving like that. Bharatiya. We are supposed to be delivering the whole world. And we are copying the worst part of the world. Right? Anyway, that's not the topic today. Paschatya Deshatarine. What is the next mantra we say? Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Once I was sitting in Jagannath Puri in Bhubaneswar. In what is the temple of Lord Shiva there in Bhubaneswar? Lingaraja Swami Temple. Opposite to Lingaraja Swami Temple, there is another temple. I forgot the temple name. Opposite. Anantavasya is left side. Opposite, exactly opposite to Lingaraja Swami Temple. Anyway, forgot. It's a beautiful, long, big temple. I think late Lord Shiva only. So there, His Grace Krishnananda Prabhu was giving lecture. See, sometimes when devotees speak, it hits you, it touches you. You don't know when which voice will come to you, right? So he was giving a discourse. We were all sitting in the yatra, and there were like around 400-500 people, devotees sitting there, and Prabhuji was giving lecture. And suddenly he stopped and he said, "Are you hearing the pranam mantra? Are you hearing the mantras that you are chanting? But you are hearing, but you are not taking shelter." You know, I was almost sleeping. That's what I do in lectures. They got up early and, you know, I was dozing. And just when I told him, I was like, "What did you tell me? Am I hearing?" "Of course I'm hearing." Then he told something which is really, really important, which we all can adapt. In this month of Karthika Maas, let us try to add one more thing, you know, to our sadhana. Is that when you chant these names, remember them and take shelter of them. Don't just chant. Pause. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Just remember that form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu holding both the hands up, and he is giving Krishna Prema to everybody without any qualification. He is giving. Right? And more crazier than him in giving that is Nityananda. Prabhu Nityananda. Immediately try to remember Nityananda Prabhu. It's important. Prabhuji told it's important to see the deity in your eyes when you are chanting this mantra. Don't make it like a ritual that I am chanting. Right? I told this once to some devotees. Before starting round, spend a little time hearing this mantra clearly and take shelter of it. Don't make it a ritual. Prabhu, it's very simple, very easy to make everything like a ritual. Our entire spiritual life, 16 rounds will become ritual. Just like a ritual. I have finished. Khatam, ho gaya. No. We are here to take shelter. We say, I'm not getting taste in chanting. How will you get taste when you're not taking shelter only? You're not giving any indication. If we are not giving any indication, Supreme Lord, that I want taste in chanting your names and your names aren't taking shelter, then only I'll give, na? Prabhu Nityananda, Swayam Balaramji, he appears as Nityananda Prabhu, giving the most highest mercy to the most unqualified. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu might think, okay, Namo Mahavadanya Avatar might think, okay, maybe this time I will not give to him, but Nityananda Prabhu is giving. And Nityananda Prabhu's devotees are even more exalted. Right? Chaitanya Charitamrita explains how many devotees of Nityananda Prabhu have helped Nityananda Prabhu in propagating the holy names of Krishna across Bengal, across Bangladesh, across so many places. Jagannath Puri, so many places. Nityananda Prabhu. Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita. Immediately remember Advaita. Who is Advaita? Who is that Advaita Prabhu? He is Swayam Mahavishnu. Swayam Mahavishnu in the mood of Lord Shiva. He is Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is he has to be served. But Lord Shiva, Mahadev, is in the mood of serving. So Mahavishnu takes the form, the mood of Lord Shiva. That is Advaita. Right? And you are thinking, oh my God, God himself is taking the mood of a servant. That is Advaita. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Who is Gadadhara? Swayam Srimati Radharani. Right? And she comes to assist her beloved Krishna in his pastimes. And there is much more explanation to Gadadhara Pandit. Just not that simple. I'm just putting it in short. But remember that when you are going to chant Hare Krishna mantra, remember that. At least give that, that 15 seconds when you're chanting this mantra before you chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Gadadhara. Then Shrivas. Who is Shrivas? Narada Muni. Swayam Narada Muni. He appeared to chant, to facilitate the Sankirtan Yajna of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came and he opened the gates of his house, Shrivas Angan. Many of us are going to Mayapur. We are going to enter the house of Narad Muni. He and his 4 brothers together were facilitating, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan Yajna in that place. And Shrivas, and it goes, now the mercy of this mantra is it doesn't stop there. Already it is heavy packed, right? Supreme Lord's primary expansion, Supreme Lord's expansion as Mahavishnu. अरे और कितना expand add करोगे? श्रीमती राधारानी, Haladini Shakti, Samvit Shakti, all Shaktis have come inside. And then Bhakta Shakti, Narad Muni, and it goes furthermore, Adi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. How powerful is this mantra? If you take shelter, it is powerful. If you don't take shelter, it's like one other. Jai Shri Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Done. But where did I take shelter? Where did I really understand how much this mantra can be helpful to me? And I'm telling it with little 0.01 personal relation to this. When you chant this mantra with that prayerful attitude, your next round is going to be gold. because they will actually bless you. Right? And whatever offenses, we should not commit. Namabhas, we should not do. Chanting and thinking of something else, chanting and walking, chanting and talking, chanting and this, chanting and that. Many things we do. But these worshipable deities will forgive us. Prabhupada told, please take shelter of these 5 great personalities and Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And His Grace Gauravani Prabhu is one of the great Kirtaniyas. One day he was chanting, I don't know how many of you Gauravani Prabhu heard of? You should go to YouTube and type Gauravani Prabhu. Amazing Kirtans, oh my God, unbelievable Kirtans. He lives in Washington DC. I had the fortune in the initial days we used to see Gauravani Prabhu personally and I didn't know who he was. Right? So one day he was chanting this Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, and suddenly he stopped the mantra and he was like going on saying Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, and we were making a chant Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura, and we were going on chanting. What's going on? I'm new to all this, Why is he not finishing the mantra? I can go to Hare Krishna mantra. It's going on Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And one part he became immersed. And he told, what is our hope if this Gaura Bhakta Vrinda is not there? Right? So these are realizations of senior devotees. That this Gaura Bhakta Vrinda is the blessing that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left with us. And this includes who? A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This includes Narottam Das Thakur. This includes Baladev Vidyabhushan. This includes Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. This includes Sridhara Swami. This includes Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. This includes all His Holiness Maharajas who have initiated us or we are aspiring to get initiated from. It includes everybody. It includes the senior devotees who have come on to this Vyasasana, to help us. His Grace Radhesham Prabhu, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, Keshavanand Prabhu. So many. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. What is the hope if you don't have Gaura Bhakta Vrinda? Thought about it? Just imagine tomorrow morning there are no more ISKCON devotees on this planet. Can you chant your rounds? And there is no YouTube lecture of any ISKCON in the entire YouTube. What do you do with that YouTube? There is no ISKCON Desiratory website. There is no ISKCON temple. And there is no ISKCON devotee. Prabhuji's, it will become worse than Patala. You don't know what to do. Are we valuing that? Are we valuing in this month of Karthika Maas? Let us remember what our acharyas have given us. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So much has been given to us. So much has been given to us. Even this satsang, these wonderful devotees who are here. This is our wealth. This is our wealth. If these devotees are not there, that day should not come that these devotees are not there. Even if I commit offenses, I will go and fall at the feet of devotees only. Because what other hope is there? We can get rid of the fear. We can get rid of the fear if we take shelter of the fearless. And our gurus are fearless. And they have given the mantras which will make us fearless. But we should take shelter of it. The only fear that a devotee should carry, which we heard from many senior devotees already, the only fear a devotee should carry is to forget Krishna. To forget Krishna. That's the only biggest fear. And all devotees in Bhagavatam are only asking that one thing. Please make sure that I don't forget you. Because if I forget you, I'm lost. I'm lost in this Bhavasagara. Sansara Bija Andakupam. I'm completely lost. I have to remember it. But how will you remember Krishna? Let's dig on this. How do you remember Krishna? When you are in association. And when are you in association? When you are doing services. Right? It's both the ways. You are in association, you get services. And you do services, you get association. Right? Both the ways it works. Prabhuji, the most scariest time in our life should be, please hear this attentively, the most scariest time in our life should be the time when we don't have a service. Because that is the time we are not in association. Honest? If you are not in service, and if you are saying no to service, you are putting yourself in a state that even God cannot help. Ask for it, beg for it. You should feel scared, Oh my God, today there is no service, what will I do? What will I do? There is no service. Because if there is no service, what will happen? No devotees. And no devotees, what will happen? I will fall. I will fall. There is no discussion on that. If you have free time, Prabhu, that is the best time for Maya to attack me. Or rather, you are inviting her. Come and ruin my progress in spiritual life by giving free time. Every time we have free time, we do some nonsensical activity only. In this material world, that is what free time means. And free time means what? As if we have lot of time. Huh? That's what we feel, as if we have lot of time. We don't have any time. None of us have. Actually, we say that, I'm going to die anyway one day. That also has become so ritual to tell now. That is not affecting you also, right? I mean, if I say, Prabhu, you're going to die one day. Okay, Prabhu. That's okay. It's not a very thing. But let's dig that one level next. All your senses are there. What if I tell that you can only hear for the next 500 hours? That's a line, 500 hours. You can choose to hear only for 500 hours. Or your eyes will only function for 5,000 hours. Just imagine that. Doctor told your eyes will function for 5,000 hours. Now, you can close it or open it, up to you. 5,000 hours, clock is ticking. After that, your eyes will not function. You can only hear for 500 hours. You can speak. Your kantha will only work for 1,000 hours. 1,500, 5,000. Congratulations. Now tell me, how are you going to use it? How will you use it? Huh? You can only see for 5,000 hours. Will you go and watch YouTube? Some nonsensical video? Nothing to do with your life. Those scrolling short videos where you don't even know what Maya is planning for your next video. Huh? You just keep scrolling. I'm born. You only have 5,000 hours. Will you use? I mean, just think about, meditate on this. This is important. We should realize that we all have limited time given to our senses also. Because you know what? Death as a holistic thing to our body, we have taken for granted. But how much can you accept that your senses can shut off before you die? Are you ready for it? That can also happen, right? Huh? That can also happen. So Prabhuji, now think, will you do gossip if you only have 1,000 hours of vacha left? What will you do in that 1,000 hours? You will take Bhagavatam and you will read. Or you will chant the shlokas of our acharyas. Right? Chant the prayers of Prahlad, prayers of Akrura, prayers of wives of Kaliya, prayers of Brahma. That's what it, because you only have that much time, Prabhu. You only have that much time left. Radhesham Prabhu, when he got a problem with his throat, He used to plan that 2 hours in a day. My God, I was like, Prabhuji, he used to type. 15 minutes I'll talk. I've allocated 15 minutes for Bhakti Center. 15 minutes for Japa talk. Half an hour for this meeting. How much is left? Another half an hour. And this much for this particular thing. That's it. I was thinking that day, oh my God, this can also happen to us. Right? So our time to speak is limited, time to see is limited, time to hear is limited, and we are thinking we are unlimited. And we are not scared also. Sasta. How we take things for granted. How we don't take shelter. When will you take shelter? When you remember these precarious situation of the material world. Then you will take shelter. That's why Bhagavatam reminds us of the precarious situation of this material world. Bhagavatam never gives comfort. It makes you uncomfortable. If you are not uncomfortable in this material world, then you will comfortably remain in the material world. Pakka. But if you are uncomfortable in this material world, you will comfortably go back to Krishna. It is there. You have to feel that, uncomfort, discomfort. Where morning when you get up, oh my God, one more day in the material world. Krishna, why did you take me? I have to see this day again. God knows what nonsense I will do. God knows what nonsense I have to see. God knows if my consciousness will be in good state. Oh Krishna, one more day. Padam yatvi padam. I'm not talking negative. I'm not talking like a psycho. I'm telling you the real truth. The only way you can see a material world in a good way is when you get up and think, oh, today I have to call, for this service, I have to book this bus, I have to arrange for this yatra, I have to do this, I have to do this. Okay, let me get up and start. Then material world is a safe place because you're in service of God. If you're not in service of God, then material world is no good place to live, Prabhu. Prabhupada told many times. This Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj told, this place is not a place for gentlemen. Material world is not a place for gentlemen. It's a place where there is no respect, no compassion. Everybody is exploiting everybody. Everybody is exploiting everybody. Wife is also exploiting husband. సంపాదించిన పెట్టు. Children also exploiting parents. Parents are also exploiting children. Neighbors are exploiting neighbors. It's a harsh truth, Prabhu, because people, why are you here? Why are you here? To enjoy. At whose cost? Everybody's cost. Yeah, there might be a tinge of love coming here and there. You might be feeling, oh, this, that. But actual truth, reality is that only. Reality is that only. Even a preacher, person who is preaching also, who knows? Keshavanand Prabhu gives a beautiful example of a priest. This priest was, preaching the whole society many years, very famous, very, known for his renunciation and his talks and everything. And Krishna wanted to test him. Krishna wanted to test this preacher. So, he took away his wife. His wife died. He didn't stop preaching. Okay, you took away my wife, that's okay. I'll continue my service. His children died. He's like, okay, you took away my children, Krishna, whatever it is, I'm fine. He lost his house, money, wealth, everything. Something happened. Completely, beggar on the street. Okay, you took away the wealth, that is also okay. That is also okay. Then Krishna gave him leprosy. Entire body filled with pus, mucus, or parts getting mutated and falling down. Thick leprosy. And then the preacher, he looked at Krishna. Can you make him say? Sorry. Then Krishna looked at that. The preacher looked at Krishna and he said, please hear attentively. He said, Krishna, why? Why this to me? I was serving you only, right? I was serving you only, right? Are you able to hear in the back? You can't hear? Really? You can't hear? Or you can switch off the fan. There, because of the fan speed there. So this preacher, please hear. This preacher is telling to Krishna, his wife died, his children died, his wealth is gone, his health is gone. Now, when it came on to him, he told Krishna, Krishna, why me? Why like this? I was serving you only, right? Why me? And you know what Krishna told him? This answer will shake you, I'm telling you. Krishna told him, because of preachers like you, my image is getting spoiled. Because of preachers like you, my image is getting spoiled. Because you are representing me. And this is how you are representing? When material difficulties come, you are asking whether do I exist? What kind of preaching you are doing? Now do you imagine the responsibility of a preacher? He is sitting on the Vyasasana, scares me, I get shivers. When I remember this example, given by Prabhuji. Prabhu, faith in Krishna means you are ready for anything. But are we there? Can we get there? Yes, we can get there. By taking shelter of Guru. By taking shelter of such great personalities who have got there. Right? No complaints. Whatever Krishna does, no complaints. No complaints. Anything he does. Gopis of Vrindavan, in the Karthika Maas, we are discussing all those Leelas. Anything you do, we are okay with it, Krishna. We don't have any reservations. Anything you do. Yatha tata vihidato lompato mat prananata sueva nahapara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is concluding. Whatever you want to do, you do, Krishna. We are your servants without any condition. Hare Krishna. Is it so easy to get to that state? Huh? And not complain at all? And you think Krishna likes to torture? No. But he is explaining that if we are attached to anything in this material world, anything we are attached to in this material world, we are going to suffer. Including our body. Prabhuji, the most difficult test of yours will be when your body will start giving you trouble. Because that is the biggest machine that you are planning to use to enjoy, right? Your family is extended machine. Your family is extended machine. Apnar baane untadi. Your father is not well, your mother is not, okay. And my body is still, right? I lost my wealth. That's okay. My body is still there. Body is still there. When your body takes the hit, and you know that something irreversible is happening, it can happen. Then you should thank Krishna. Now you have woken me up. Now you have wakened me up. I know I've woken up. Now it's needed. Now then you'll actually see the material world. The precarious situation of material world you'll see. And in that situation, when you come to satsang, and when you hear lectures, they are 1,000 times more powerful. They will cruise into your heart like never before. Same lecture you heard many times, but when you're going through that phase, where your so-called machine that you have adopted to enjoy this world is getting lost, is breaking apart, and then you hear that lecture, Prabhu, that lecture is going to cruise into your heart and Krishna consciousness will manifest. But an intelligent person doesn't have to wait for that to happen. Before that also we can wake up, but we won't wake up. It's not easy. I'm telling you, personal experience I'm telling you. Until that starts. Yeah. Philosophy, anybody can talk, right? They'll sit and talk mantras also, philosophy also. But when that happens, when your hope of enjoyment in this world is being checked as in checked, then you will have to take shelter of Krishna. There is no other choice. And that is the reason, Prabhuji, Kunti Maharani is saying, hey Krishna, give me that again and again and again and again. I don't want any comfort here. I don't want my children also to feel any comfort here. Because when comfort is there, when there is comfort in Krishna consciousness, there is no Krishna. There cannot be Krishna when there is comfort in Krishna consciousness. If you are comfortable in this material world, I am sorry to tell, there is no Krishna. There is no Krishna. Bhoga Aishwarya Prashaktanam Taya Aprata Chetasam Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Na Samadhavna Vidyate. You can give lectures, you can hold big seminars, you can take yatras, but nothing is going inside because you are taking shelter of Bhoga and Aishwarya. Why do you think great sannyasis and great devotees lead a simple life? They have disciples who can buy them a nice 5-star hotel also. They don't choose. They want to be in very menial, simple situation. Simple living is needed for high thinking. So, Prabhu, what should I do? I have money, I have house, I have family, I have wealth, I have education. What should I do now? Should I leave everything? No. But read Bhagavatam every day. Right? The more disease you are, the more medicine you should take. If you have opulence in this world, you have to take more medicine. Is that right, Prabhu? Huh? Prabhu, I'm telling you, this is a big jigsaw, this is a big puzzle, this is a big trap of Maya, which we don't realize, then we are in big soup. Our years and years of Krishna consciousness, spending all these festivals and time, will all go in vain. Will all go in vain. Meaninglessly it will go in vain. If you don't take shelter of Krishna, if you don't hear, reminded again and again that I am in precarious condition, I am in precarious. I mean, if there are some new people here, I'm requesting you, you can talk to me after the lecture. Because you might think there is a psycho sitting and say, "Kya baat kar rahe hain?" But this is not for new people. Who is new? Nobody is new. They're all old, walking bodies in this material world. Body after body. But remember that one thing, Prabhu, is that, don't be in disease state. Don't try to find comfort. Uncomfortable situations in the material world is the opening of gate for the spiritual world. And Prabhupada once told you should get disgusted with this material world. Disgusted is the word he used. Disgusted. Virakti. Virakti puttalanta. Ee prapancham ante. If you are reading Bhagavatam and you are not getting the disgust about this material world, then you are not reading Bhagavatam. You are reading some storybook. You hear the prayers of all the devotees. They are not happy living here. Mother Ganga. What problem does Ganga have? Tell me. She is flowing. Huh? She is disgusted here. Krishna, I want to come. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here. The Krishna is like, you have come here to deliver. No. I have come here to deliver when you are there. After you are gone, what business do I have here? Mother Ganga. She doesn't have to go and work in a software company. Huh? She is Swayam Ganga Devi. She is such a pure personality, coming from the lotus feet of Krishna. She is scared to live in the material world. And we are sitting in Gachibowli and thinking, bahane undi kada rabe? नर्सुला बाने अच्छा क्या हो रहा है? प्रभु जी पागल हो गया, कुछ तो खा गया. Think रे बाबा, Ganga Devi is scared. I don't want to be a Krishna. And Krishna is requesting her, please, Undamma. If you don't stay, what is the hope? And Krishna tells Ganga Devi, which I told some time back. What did Krishna tell Ganga Devi? Don't worry, my pure devotees will come and you can wash their lotus feet and relieve yourself. Hare Krishna. Huh? And such pure devotees, A.C. Bhakti Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Right? And we are connected to him. Prabhu's. You are connected to this whole parampara here. We are connected to this parampara. Right? Abhaya Charanar Vrindare. Bhajahure Mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindare. Abhaya Charana. His name is Abhaya. He was given the name Abhaya. And he continued to be Abhaya. By what? By taking shelter of Krishna and Acharyas. Otherwise, we become complacent. And similarly, in today's Lila, one personality got very complacent. What is his name? Indra. Indra is not an ordinary person. Indra is a pocket road. No. Indra is not an ordinary personality. He is the king of the kings. There might be many thousands of kings who rule this planet. He is the king of all planets, the king of Svargaloka. Right? He is such an important, such a powerful person. And he also can get bewildered by this material world. And he is also scared. After Govardhan Lila, which happened for 7 days, done by a 7-year-old boy, right? He is chanting 7 verses in front of Krishna and surrendering. 7, 7, 7 everywhere. Krishna, please forgive my mistakes. And Krishna is, okay, no problem. I did this for a reason. Right? Take shelter. Don't become puffed up. Even if you are the king of the world, even if you are the greatest powerful person, we can get diverted. So here, we heard this Leela many times, but we are going to repeat some part of this Leela because that purifies us in this Karthika Maas. Karthika Maas every day is last year when we opened the center, all enthusiasm was upside, and we even created Radhakund Shamkund. Now they are not there. We had Baulashtami 2 days back. Right? I should blame myself. I was thinking, where is my enthusiasm? Why am I not repeating that festival? Why are we decreasing festivals? Right? Maybe when we do Govardhan Puja, sometime later, we'll also add Radhakund and Shamkund around Govardhan. Should we? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. But it's very important we do these festivals and we actually physically make them manifest in front of us. Because that is a connection to Krishna, these festivals. So, here is Nanda Nandana, Krishna, 7-year-old boy, wandering in the Vrindavan, and he sees his father instructing the villagers, everybody. Oh, the time has come to please Indra, please start preparing for the festival. Please start making lots of food stuff, lot of sweets, lot of offerings. Time has come, let's do it. And Krishna, who is in everybody's heart, he is in the heart of everybody. He is also in the heart of Indra. He saw pride in Indra. And Krishna only knows how to slice that pride. Hare Krishna. Who is he taking panga with? Just imagine. The king of the kings, Indra. Nobody can take, fight with Indra. right? And people actually compare. If you have defeated Indra, then you have something special like Indrajit, right? Like that people name. Oh, he has defeated Indra, or or he has reached till Indra. So that Indra, Krishna wanted to, remove his pride. Indra is a great devotee. All glories to Indra. He's a great devotee. Otherwise, why will Krishna take care of him? Unless he is so dear to Krishna, why will he even intervene and do all these things? Only when you have love, you intervene, right? Krishna loves Indra so much because he's doing such a difficult job. He's dealing with Swargaloka, the Swargaloka that we all desire. He has to maintain that. Right? Indra is, he has to take so much pain to make sure everything is beautiful, everything is comfortable, everything is sensual, to make sure that we are all enjoying in this material world which we have come here for. Right? And as a result of that is what? Sometimes he also is tempted to enjoy. And when he is tempted to enjoy, he goes through his ups and downs. So here Lord Krishna goes to Nanda Maharaj and he speaks a very special philosophy which is not in line with Bhagavad Gita. It's called Karma Mimamsha philosophy. Karma Mimamsha. Because there Krishna says, I'm going to briefly tell in chapter 24 of 10th canto, you can read the whole list of arguments that Krishna puts. He says, my dear father, why are we worshipping Indra? I think you are doing it like a ritual. You can explain to me why you are doing this Indra Puja. You can explain to me. And think, and if you are doing it with a lot of knowledge and consciousness, you should not hesitate to explain. Now look at Krishna. He's literally trapping them, making sure that you better tell me why you are doing it. Right? Because many times children go to parents and say, why are you doing this puja? Shh, don't uska, take. That is a famous answer we get. I also got the same answer. Krishna knows maybe that answer will get, hey Krishna, shh, Indra ka puja karo. Krishna is telling, if you are convinced of why you are doing this, then you should not hesitate to tell why you are doing it. And he's going one more step further, he's saying, anything you do without understanding what you are doing is useless. 7 साल का बच्चा बोल रहा है पूरा. And Nanda Maharaj is enjoying this. He's standing and saying, "Acha beta, bolo, tell more." And enjoying is actually relishing and actually understanding also. Because everybody values Krishna so much in Vrindavan. Even though he's a small boy, in the body of a small boy, or appearing like a small boy, but what he does is unbelievable things. So he's telling philosophy to his father. That, my dear father, why you have to worship Indra? See, if we have to get rain, we will get rain. As per our karma, we should get. Karma is the highest. Even greater than God is karma. He goes one more step. Atheistic philosophy, don't repeat this in any lecture. Why he is doing that? To crush the ego of Indra. And he speaks in such a way that Indra becomes uncomfortable. Because nobody did like that before. And Krishna exactly knows the words, what to use to disturb Indra. And he says, why are you worshipping Indra? Indra is doing his duty, he is doing his karma. We will get as per our karma. And by the way, even if God wants to give us something, unless you do something, how will he give? So karma is more predominating, and God also depends on your karma to give you something. Same Krishna who tells in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanya Vadikaraste Ma Phaleshu. Go offer your karma to me, offer your results to me, and that is Bhakti. Exactly reverse is speaking there. That karma is actually everything. There is nothing beyond. There is no need to surrender to anyone. If you do your karma, you get your result. And he is also giving according to our karma. Right? And he is also performing karma. Karma. And Nanda Maharaj is seeing Krishna. He is speaking sense. Logically he is putting it. There are like around 12, 15 different arguments he puts in 24th chapter. Like, there is no need to worship. Because he is going to put rain also in sea. Even the ocean is putting rain. What is the logic? Even nobody is praying there, but still he is putting rain because he is performing his karma. Let's see the logic of Krishna. He is performing his karma. Why do you have to worship? If he has to come and put rain here, he will put because that is his karma, his duty. You perform your duty. We have to perform our duty. He has to perform his duty. There is no reason to worship Indra. And Nanda Maharaj is like, hey, beta, he sends clouds here. He sends clouds here. We should be grateful for that. And those clouds bring rains. And clouds work for him. What is the famous cloud he has? Summer. One of the big clouds. Huh? Yeah, but he is the one who orders them. There are different types of clouds he has. He sends whenever, whichever cloud he wants. So here is Krishna. He is arguing with his father. Not arguing. He is trying to tell his father that you don't have to do anything extra. He is doing his karma. You do your karma, and we should do our karma. We should do our karma. And Nanda Maharaj is like, okay, my darling, tell me what is our karma. What should we do? According to you, what should we do? He is sending clouds. Should we not be grateful? But those clouds are stopped here by whom? The clouds, when they are going from here, they are stopped by Govardhan. This Govardhan Giri is stopping the clouds, and the Govardhan Giri, we get rains, and the Govardhan Giri gives us grass, and eating that grass, our cows are happy, and eating that grass, the cows give milk, and that milk nourishes our consciousness, and from that milk we make butter, and by the way, you also sell that butter. Your business is butter selling. You sell that butter to Kamsa and other places, Nanda Maharaj. And by the way, that butter only makes ghee, and that ghee is an offering, is a medium to send that offering to everybody, all the devtas. Everybody is pleased. So, do your karma. Do your karma by worshipping Govardhan. Worshipping Govardhan. Right? So we heard this story many times. Now my question to all of you, little bit detour. Who is this Govardhan? Really? Is he Krishna or a devotee of Krishna? Both? I heard this lecture from Amarendra Prabhu. Beautifully put forward the argument. Right? He quoted some verses which I will try to repeat for all of you. By the way, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, I'm just sharing with you. He told that Amarendra Prabhu is a very close friend. And he's going to tell Amarendra Prabhu to come here. So next time Prabhuji comes here, we'll first hand ask him to speak this again. I'm only going to tell a few things here and there. So let us pray that Amarendra Prabhu should come here and give us more. So is Govardhan God or devotee? Okay, decide on one thing, huh? Don't be like this. Come on. Who all think he is God? Lift your hand. Govardhan is God. Lift your hand. Adane, Pura. Clearly, okay. Who all think he is a devotee? Ye dono aata. Okay. Are you sure? Is it okay? Is he a more God and less devotee? Or more devotee and less God? Why is Krishna asking worship Govardhan? Something is going on here. What is the speciality of Govardhan? Huh? All the Lilas are done there. So let me quote few verses from the great devotees who have explained about Govardhan. In Garga Samhita, Gargacharya says, Giriraj Hare Rupam. So let us first take one party, right? One party who told Govardhan is God, right? Who all are supporting that Govardhan is God? Garga Samhita, Garga Muni is saying, what is he saying? Repeat after me. Giriraj, Hare Rupam. He is Swayam, the form of the Supreme Lord. He is saying. So, Garga Muni is more intelligent than all of us. And is clearly putting it. That Vaya, Giriraj is none other than Krishna himself. Okay. One more Praman will take. Right? From Vyasadeva himself. Repeat after me. Ishvata, Govardhana, Sakshat, Krishna Eva, Na Samshayam. There is no doubt that Giriraj is Lord Krishna. Vyasadeva is telling. There is no doubt that Giriraj is Swayam Krishna. Right? We'll take some more Praman. We should have strong party, right? Strong arguments. Okay, one more Praman. Now, who is the guru of everybody? Gurus. Krishna. Krishna himself is telling. He is telling, Shaila Hosmi. Please repeat, Shaila Hosmi. Which means, I am that mountain called Giri. Swayam Krishna is telling. अब इससे बड़ा कौन बोलेगा? Right? Krishna, I am that mountain called Giri. And to furthermore, even recently, 500 years ago, same Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and is saying, Prabhu kahe Shila, Prabhu kahe Shila, Krishna re Swarupa. Who is he telling this? He is telling to Raghunath Goswami. He had a Govardhan Shila on his heart. He used to press every day, touch it to his heart every day. Swayam Krishna is appearing and keeping Govardhan Shila at his heart and is pressing it, and he is giving it to Raghunath Goswami and is saying, keep this with you because this is Swayam Krishna. Or Praman chahiye. Please see. Actually, many of us are already convinced. But there is little confusion. Is he God or is he servant of God? What is he? Or both? If it is both, how should I understand it? It's very important. How should I understand it? Right? So here are 4 arguments. Whose arguments? Garga Muni, Vyasadeva, Krishna, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 4 of them are good. Now let's take the other party. Who is the other party? Giriraj is devotee. Right? Now Goswamis. Now here Rupa Goswami is telling that he is using a word called Tata. Everybody say Tata. Tata means what? Grandfather. Right? He is using the word and saying Giriraj is Tata. Meaning he is a grandfather. He is a grandfather of entire Braj. Because he provides for everything. He does seva of the Braj. He is a great devotee who serves the entire Braj. How? He gives grass, he brings rains, he gives milk to, he provides for the cows. He allows everybody to go and sport on his hill. So he's a devotee. And Rupa Goswami, one more level he goes, and there is a slang word called Kakabashundi. Have you heard this word? Kakabashundi. Actually, in Ramayana it is used. Kakabashundi. There is this crow who knows everything about Rama. Kakabashundi. Right? So he knows the entire. Anytime you go and ask that cow, he'll tell the crow, he'll tell the entire Ramayana. So he knows everything. And here, Rupa Goswami says, Giriraj is like Kakabashundi of Vrindavan and knows all the glories of Vrindavan. He is the Tata. He is the most serving deity. Right? Can all Matanis come, my friend? Someone's sitting in the way actually. Yeah. Please, take 4 more steps in the front. Yeah. Don't sit in the way. If you sit in the way, then you will make somebody do Dandavat Pranam. Involuntarily Dandavat Pranam. Okay? Hare Krishna. So Kakabashundi, he says, that why is Tata of Vrindavan? Because he is taking care of everything. From him, everything is coming. He is the greatest servant. Right? So that is Rupa Goswami. Now even Sanatana Goswami is telling. Sanatana Goswami is telling Govardhano Jayati Shaila Kuladi Rajo Yad Gopakadi Udito Haridasa Varya. He is telling this, he is saying, I bow down to that Haridasa, because you are not just a servant, you are the best servant. Now here, Sanatana Goswami is saying, now we are all Rupanugas. And Rupanugas and Sanatana Goswami is elder brother of Rupa Goswami. And both of them are saying he is a great Haridasa. So what is going on here? Is he a servant of Krishna, assisting Krishna in his Leelas? Or is he Krishna? Krishna himself serving. Okay. Now one more level. Now Sukadeva Goswami is telling, in 10th canto, 21st chapter, 18th sloka, he is telling, Oh Giriraj, I bow down because you are the best among all the servants. Again. Right? Now, he is not saying, I bow down because you are God. He is saying, I bow down because you are best among all servants. Sukadeva Goswami is saying in Bhagavatam. You can read the sloka. 10, 21, 18. Now, next. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is also telling, he is telling, please repeat after me. Haridasa Varya. Haridasa Varya. Meaning, you are the best among all the dasas of Hari. Now the question is, what should I worship him as? That is the big question. He is what he is. Right? He is God also. Swayam Krishna is telling it's me only. And his servant also. All the great acharyas in the discipline section are telling that he is devotee. He is the best among all the devotees. Right? So what should I worship him as? That is the question. What is the consciousness I should carry when I go to Giriraj? Who is more merciful, God or the servant of God? Before coming to ISKCON, nobody knows this. Only coming to ISKCON, we know that servant of God is more merciful than God himself. Is that true? Yes. Servant of God is more merciful. So you worship, of course, you should worship God also. It's not like, only worship the servant of God, but servant of God is more merciful. Giriraj is God himself. Of this there is no doubt. Krishna is Giriraj. Giriraj is Krishna. There is no doubt. But he is more merciful when you worship him as a servant. Understood? Huh? Very important. What does he like to be worshipped as is more important than how we want to worship him. Make sense? నేను ఎట్లా సేవ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నా దానికంటే ఎక్కువ తన ఎట్లా సేవ పొందుదాం అనుకుంటున్నది ఇంపార్టెంట్. How he wants to be served. He wants to be served as a servant of Krishna. But when we are worshipping him, we should also know that he is a servant of Krishna, but we should worship him like Krishna. But we should also know he wants to be a servant of Krishna. Achintya, Veda, Aveda. Simultaneously one and differently. One of such great examples is Swayam Krishna coming as Giriraj and Swayam Krishna coming as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Some acharyas say that when you go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and tell you are God, he becomes very angry. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita it happened many times. They go and tell, oh Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are Krishna. Hari, 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 Hari. Then he'll run away from there. He'll not stay. He doesn't like. Because he is in the mood of a devotee. Now some acharyas say, now this has to be taken with a pinch of, understanding that we should not put a peacock feather on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's head. And some acharyas say, we have to put peacock feather on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because it's Krishna. Now it's a mix-up mode. Don't take this as a ritual. When you are keeping the peacock feather, you are keeping that you know that is Krishna. But he doesn't like to keep peacock feather because he doesn't want to be like Krishna. He wants to be like a devotee of Krishna. Are you understanding? Yes. Simultaneously one and different. Are we confusing more or? I am confused, that I can tell you. So, how should we worship Giriraj? We should worship Giriraj as God but we should appreciate. But he will feel nice when you speak about Giriraj. He will feel nice when you speak about the services he does. Okay, na? When somebody asks you to speak about Giriraj Govardhan, you will tell, oh, Giriraj does this, Giriraj does that. Giriraj does so many services. Then Giriraj will be very pleased. Because he has come in that role to do that. And he explained once Srimati Radharani is asking Lord Krishna in the Goloka Vrindavan, how much do you love me? But before that, she goes one more level. And she says, how much do you love cows, Krishna? Krishna is like, this much. How much do you love your friends, Gopas? This much. How much do you love gopis? This much. How much do you love? She's like, should I ask? How much do you love me? This much. And he expanded so much that a part of that spiritual world fell down into the material world and became Giriraj. From that spiritual world. This conversation led for Giriraj to come. Acharya explained. Right?
So you mean to say before Krishna came, before Krishna's appearance, Giriraj was not.
Giriraj comes before Krishna comes to the material world. Because without Govardhan, Radharani doesn't want to come to the material world.
Just now you said after the Lila happened between Bhagavan and Krishna, then it fell.
From the spiritual world. From spiritual world, Giriraj came down. Giriraj is always there in the spiritual world.
Okay, this Lila happening in spiritual world.
Yes, the spiritual world. How did Giriraj come to this material world? Giriraj is always there in the spiritual world, but he comes here to prepare the arena, to prepare the whole environment, to prepare the whole scene for Radha Krishna to come here. That is Giriraj. Giriraj Govardhan is just not a mountain. And it, yeah.
Treta Yuga and Satyavada was not there.
It was there. Coming to the material world, whichever yuga, it has to come. Why will Giriraj come to the? What am I trying to tell here? What Acharyas are explaining here, Prabhu, is that Giriraj doesn't belong to this material world. Exactly like Tirumala hills don't belong to this material world. They are coming from Vaikuntha. There is a whole pastime between Vayudev and Adishesha, and the whole tract of land that has fallen onto this planet, right from Sri Shailam all the way till the 7 hills, is not part of this material world. And that is the reason Ramanacharya said, I can't step on this. I can't keep my feet on this. I have to go on my knees. I have to climb this mountain on my knees. Right? So some parts of this world which appear to be part of this world are not part of this world. And they are only revealed by the Acharyas. And Giriraj has appeared. Just like in the spiritual world, Radha and Krishna and all the gopis, they were dancing in joy, in love with each other, with happiness of being in that love. And in that dancing, they are so intensely dancing, and they are doing so much, they are running and they are jumping and they are doing this, they get sweat. Now how can sweat come in spiritual world? There is no sun only there. How can sweat come? But transcendentally, you can sweat there also. But there is a reason they got sweat. Because that sweat from the bodies of all the gopis and Krishna, it mixed and created a pond. It created a pond. That sweat created a pond. And Radharani told, this pond is filled with our ecstatic prema. This pond should give shelter to this entire Vraja. And Krishna manifested that pond in this material world, which is called Yamuna. Yamuna is not different from the sweat coming out of the dance of Gopikas and Krishna. So everything is being brought from the spiritual world to this material world for those pastimes to happen. It is explained that the 12 forests of Vrindavan are the body of Krishna. The 12 forests, there are 113 forests, but the main prominent 12 forests are the body of Krishna. And the face of Krishna is Vrindavan. In that body, the face of Krishna is Vrindavan. And Dan Ghati is the neck. Dan Ghati is the neck. And the two eyes are Radhakund and Shyamkund. Right? Swayam Krishna is appearing here. And the face of Krishna is Mukharavinda. Mukharavinda. If you have not gone to Govardhan, please go. You can see the face of Krishna. Mukharavinda. How many have gone to Mukharavinda? Very good. Next time you go, understand that's the face of Krishna. So what did I tell? 12 forests are the body of Krishna. His heart is Vrindavan. No. Heart. Sorry, I told it wrong. His heart is Vrindavan. His face is Mukharavinda. His neck is Dan Ghati. His eyes are Radhakund and Shyamkund. And his tilak is Giriraj. They explain the tilak of Vrindavan is Giriraj. Right? So important. And tilak represents the lotus feet. Tilak represents the devotion. Krishna explains to Radharani, without Giriraj, there is no meaning to Vrindavan. And our Acharyas explain, without tilak, there is no meaning to your body. There is no meaning to your body. You should always put tilak. Your tilak is Swayam Krishna. Giriraj. Giriraj from the spiritual world appears here as tilak. And it is explained, please hear this attentively, in the month of Karthika Maas, please start putting tilak. If some of you want to put tilak, you can go into that room and there is tilak box there, please put tilak. It's very simple to put tilak. Right? It is explained, if you put tilak, it's equal to constructing a temple for Krishna. Can you believe this? How many want to construct temple for Krishna? You already constructed. Yes, Prabhu. By keeping a Vaishnava tilak, by keeping the lotus feet of Krishna on your forehead, and by keeping that little tulasi on your leaf on your nose, you are constructing a temple for Krishna. And what to speak of one tilak? You are wearing how many tilaks in your body? 12 tilaks. You are, every time you are wearing 12 tilaks, you are constructing 12 temples for Krishna. Can you see the spiritual benefit by applying tilak on your body? And what to speak of 12 times, you take 3 times bath in a day, you apply 12 tilaks 3 times, 36 temples of Krishna in a single day a devotee can construct. 36 temples.
Still we want a temple.
The greatest temple is our heart. But just don't take the sentence cheaply. Huh? In the month of Karthik, with faith, if you go and put that one tilak, you get it. Because this is a time for what? Complete spiritual calculations which are manipulated. heavy mercy. Right? And Prabhuji and Maji, I request you, when you put tilak, put it with a lot of attention. Put it with a lot of devotion. Put it with a lot of sincerity. And put it in such a way that it is beautiful. Don't just, like this, or like that, or somewhere broken, somewhere this. No. Have you seen senior devotees the way they wear that tilak? Have you seen the tilak of Gaur Gopal Prabhu? Almost goes till here. Like this is full till here. Right? Many sannyasis. Just imagine, the likes of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, who doesn't have his hands also properly functioning now. Make sure that he's putting tilak before he appears, before he goes out of his room. And our hands are functioning, our head is still existing. Still sometimes they, tilak? Avsarama? Should we wear tilak? Maybe I'll go to that place without tilak. Why? To do some nonsense only, right? Why will you go to a place where you will not wear tilak? So somebody will think that I'm going to do nonsense. If you know that I'm a devotee, then devotees that will go. No, you are creating problem for Krishna. Right? You are insulting Krishna by not putting tilak. Prabhu, this body without tilak is a dead body. Prabhupada said. Any body without tilak is a dead body. And tilak, everywhere where you put it, should be like a tilak. And there is a reason. Right? Keshwayanam, Madhavanam, Narayanam, Vaishnavanam, Vamanam, Trivikram, Sridharanam, Rishikeshanam, Padmanabharanam, Damodarayanam, Vasudevanam. Right? So you have a name. Don't get too boggled with, technicalities. But when you are putting that tilak, remember him. This body is given by Krishna. Especially Prabhuji's, I am humbly requesting, in this month of Karthik, please start applying 12 tilaks in your body. It doesn't take more than 2 minutes. Maybe initial days it will take 5 minutes. But when you are applying that tilak should look like exactly this tilak. Not like you create a new tilak. I have seen some people, right? The tilak should look like this tilak. Because why those tilak should look like this tilak? Because that shows how much bhakti is internal and external also. This is external tilak. These are internal tilaks. Externally you are looking like a devotee, but inside you are not a devotee. Because who cares? Who is seeing? Krishna is seeing. Right? Giriraj Govardhan is a tilak of Vrindavan. And Krishna considers him so important. And he is saying it. My Giriraj is tilak. And Giriraj was thousands of miles high. It's not like the mountain that you're seeing right now. And there is a whole pastime of Pulatsi Muni. Right? Pulatsi Muni wanted to do meditation in a cave in Himalayas. He went there. And there he was searching for a right mountain to go. And the king of the mountains there is Dronagiri. So he goes to Dronagiri and he says, I want to do meditation. Can you suggest me a nice cave to meditate? And Dronagiri says, you can choose any cave. But Dronagiri likes Giriraj because he knows Giriraj has come directly from the spiritual world. He doesn't want Giriraj to be disturbed because he understood the intention of Pulatsi Muni that he's going to take that mountain with him. And Dronagiri is like, you can use any mountain here except Giriraj. Giriraj is a very small mountain, don't trouble him. You can go anywhere. And when you say except that, you only want that. Isn't it? Pulatsi Muni is like, I want that Giriraj only. And Dronagiri is, oh Krishna, what is this? You can take any mountain. Have this also, have this also. You can come here, buy one, get two free. There's so many mountains you can take. And all of them are beautiful caves. And Giriraj is sitting there and is waiting for Pulatsi Muni to come for thousands and millions of years. Because he knows that he's going to take me from Himalayas and he's going to take me to Braj. Because that is why I have appeared here. I have appeared here as a love of Krishna for the entire Braj. So I appeared here. So he's waiting. Come on, take me. Come on, take me. Come on, take me. He's very happy. And then Dronagiri thinks, I actually love my Giriraj so much. I don't think he'll go. So Dronagiri politically, diplomatically tells the answer that, okay, my dear Pulatsi Muni, I don't want to say no because you are a great Rishi. How can I say no? If he wants, you can take. And he's confident that he'll tell no, I'll not go. But he doesn't know that Giriraj wants to go. So as soon as Pulatsi Muni goes and asks Giriraj, will you come with me? Yes. But, he wants to go, but he puts a condition. He says, okay, I will go. I will come with you, but there is a condition. What is the condition? You should take me with you without keeping me down. If you keep me down, then I will stay there. I am not going to move from there. Then you can't move me. And Giriraj is a living person. completely filled with love and speaking. Mountain. So is the mountain, but he speaks. Right? Every mountain speaks. We can't hear that. But scriptures explain every mountain is a living person. And you get karma when you destroy a mountain. So all these mountains in Gachibowli that they are breaking and making buildings, don't think karma is not going to accumulate. Ugra karma is going to come. Because they're all living beings. So anyway, I'll not get there. So point is, Pulatsi Muni says, okay, I'll take you. And Giriraj allows him to be lifted. Nobody can lift Giriraj. Pulatsi Muni also can't lift Giriraj. He allows him to be lifted. And he lifts Giriraj. And then he starts walking with Giriraj. And Giriraj is very happy because from Himalayas, as you come south, you start getting into Brajabhumi. And when the Brajabhumi is coming, Giriraj becomes ecstatic. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. This is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. Krishna and Radharani are going to come. This is what I was waiting for. I want to enjoy with them. This is what I'm waiting for. And he becomes ecstatic. He starts dancing. And Pulatsi Muni is like, wait a second. What are you doing? I'm holding you. I'm taking you. And as the Vraj comes close, the nature of Vraj comes and the nature's call comes. It's mystic that a Muni who can control his senses gets a nature call that he can't control. In Vrajabhumi, Acharyas explain that is a nature. The nature of Vrajabhumi stops everybody. And that nature comes like a nature's call. And the nature's call is so strong that Pulatsi Muni just tells Giriraj, I have to keep it down for a few minutes. Giriraj doesn't say anything because he is planning that. Okay, you can keep. He asks permission before keeping Giriraj down. He asks. And Giriraj says, you can keep me down. So he keeps Giriraj down, goes for the nature's call. And then he comes back. He says, okay, Giriraj, now lift. Huh? You're not moving. Giriraj, come on, you have to go now. I told you. You can't keep me down. If you keep me down, I will not move. And Pulatsi Muni is like, wait a second. I asked you before keeping down. I am getting a nature's call. I asked you. No, but I told before. I told you before. You can't keep me down. Pulatsi Muni gets angry. Pulatsi Muni said, this is not fair, Giriraj. I brought you all the way from Himalayas and I was going to take you down south. And now I asked you permission. Still now you are saying this doesn't apply, that only applies. I curse you that you cannot remain in Vrindavan. With every passing day, you will decrease by the size of a mustard seed. So he curses Govardhan. And externally people think, but that because of that curse, Govardhan is going down. But Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that no curse can apply on Krishna. How can any curse apply on Krishna? Please begin statement. Right? No curse can apply on Krishna. And so why is Giriraj going down? Because as long as Radha and Krishna were there, Giriraj was very happy. And as soon as Radha and Krishna left, Giriraj's heart broke. What is the reason for me to be here? I'm here only to assist Krishna, Radha and Krishna in his pastimes, right? Why should I be here? So the same Giriraj was filled with so much love and affection for Radha and Krishna and the whole life that he was carrying to serve them became like a rock, like a pile of rocks. The same Giriraj became like a pile of rocks. And he started sinking into the earth. And Acharyas explained the Giriraj that we see right now, actually the entire Giriraj has already gone into the earth. What we see right now is only the tilak and eyes of Giriraj. That's all. The Giriraj that we see is only the forehead portion with his eyes. So the whole mountain of Giriraj, the 24 kilometers that you see, is only the forehead of Giriraj. Only the forehead of Giriraj. And the Radhakund and Shamkund that you see is eyes of Giriraj. That's all. Don't think that, oh, this is Giriraj. No, it is Giriraj only. But Giriraj who is so sad, who is leaving this place. I don't want to be here. I've come here to assist in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. What is the reason for me to be in this planet? Let me leave. So he's thinking and saying, not because of the curse of Pulasya Muni, he is thinking because he doesn't want to be here. But still, his tilak is there. The last thing that will leave Vrindavan is the tilak of Govardhan. When tilak is gone, the whole place is dead. Just like a body without tilak is a dead body, without Giriraj, entire Brajbhumi is completely lost. And Giriraj is somebody who assists Radha and Krishna in the pastimes. Right? And so many pastimes happen there. What is the speciality of Giriraj? Is that many things that cannot happen in Vrindavan happens in Govardhan. Like what? Can Srimati Radharani look at Krishna in Vrindavan? No. Because both Jatila and Kutila are always around us. Right? Mother-in-law and what do you call? Sister-in-law? Whatever law. Both of them are watching. Hey, who are you looking at? Who are you looking at? And Radharani, no, I can't look at it. Gopikas, they want to look at Krishna. But all of them are scared to look at Krishna. Krishna wants to look at Radharani, but he is also thinking, I think Balram is there. Balram is here. My elder brother is here. I can't look at Radharani like that. My parents are here. Nanda Maharaj is here. My mother is here. So many are. I can't be free in Vrindavan. Though I am in Vrindavan. But the one place where Radha and Krishna are always together is Govardhan. In Vrindavan, they want to be together, but they can't be together. But in Govardhan, they are brought together. That is the service of Govardhan, is to bring Radha and Krishna together. That is why Govardhan is so worshipable by Brajavasis. Right? And it is explained that Govardhan is so much alive, so much with life, that Govardhan sees Krishna all the time. Oh, Krishna has come. Once Krishna was playing with his gopas and his dhoti fell off. And Krishna is like, okay, I'll tie the dhoti. So he went into a cave in Govardhan and he started putting the dhoti again. And Govardhan is looking at Krishna. And Krishna is like, nobody is looking at me, right? But Govardhan is looking at Krishna. And Govardhan is like, should I tell Krishna that I am looking at you? And Krishna is like, I know you are looking at me. You know. So Govardhan is not like, something that doesn't reciprocate. It actually directly reciprocates. There's so many Leelas of Govardhan and Krishna. Once there is another gopi called Chandravali. She's a competition for Radharani. Radharani's manifestation only, but a competition for Radharani. So Radharani and Krishna are nicely sporting in Govardhan, and suddenly one parrot came. Parrot is the agent of whom? Vrinda Devi. Vrinda Devi has, how many have gone to Nandagaon? How many have gone to Vrindakund? Yeah? In Vrindakund, there are so many thousands of parrots. These parrots are, the drone technology that we have now was there then only. They're all like drones which go to each place, get the information where Radha and Krishna are there, which direction they're coming, and they come and give the information to Vrinda Devi. And Vrinda Devi, as soon as she receives that information, she immediately sets the scene. Oh, now the sun, you go behind cloud. Now the moon, you come a little this side. Now the clouds, you form like this. Now the climate, you come like this. Now the Varuna Devata, this Devata, you do like this. Now the whole scene is set. The romantic scene is set. And now Radha and Krishna will come into that place. Right? That is the service of Vrinda Devi. Vrinda Devi Tulsi Maharani ki? Yeah. Yes. So there, Vrinda Devi sent that parrot. That parrot comes. And immediately she tells Radharani, hey, Chandravali is coming. She'll become angry if she sees both of you together. Immediately Radha and Krishna, oh really? She's coming? Krishna also is, he acts, because he's with Radharani, he doesn't want him to be seen with Chandravali. Chandravali should not see me with Radharani. All mischief. So let's run now. So both of them start running into the mountain in Govardhan. Where should we hide? Where should we hide? Where should we hide? Immediately Govardhan opens a cave. And there is a cave of gold. They enter into that cave. And as soon as they enter into that cave, it's filled with darkness. And Krishna has Kaustubha Muni, on his chest. Immediately it manifests and light comes out. And the whole cave is left lit with light. And immediately they see that there are beautiful pictures of Radha and Krishna paintings in all of the cave. And Krishna is like, hey Radhe, look at that picture. How you are looking? Look at this picture. Who made this? Oh, that Gopika. Maybe Lalita made this. Maybe Vishaka made this. Maybe Rangadevi made this. Right? So they are looking at all the pictures. And all the Gopikas are hiding in that cave, looking at Radha and Krishna, watching those pictures. Right? And then one of the Gopika comes and says, that whole parrot thing was a hoax. Chandravali is not coming. We just wanted you to enter this cave because we made all these paintings for you. We wanted both of you to come and see these paintings. And Govardhan is very happy. Very well. I'm very happy. I have assisted them in coming into the cave and they saw the paintings. Beautiful Leelas that happen in Govardhan. All the time something is happening. Both of them come, they play. Gopikas are making a nice, decoration in the caves in Govardhan. Once it is explained, I think we are done with it. Hare Krishna. So once Radha and Krishna are sitting in this Govardhan, and immediately everything is set up. All the stage where Radha and Krishna have to sit, everything is lit. All the flower garlands are kept. Right? It's not like they just go and sit anywhere. All the decoration is done for them to sit. Right? So Radha and Krishna are going and sitting in this place, nicely looking at each other. And at that time, Radharani, Gopikas, they bring honey. Honey that is dipping from the trees in Govardhan. Fresh honey from the honeybees. Right? Fresh honey. How many of you have even seen fresh honey in your life? Right? I have seen. Even now, sometimes I see, when I go to my little farmhouse, I see there is a honeycomb, they say. Right? It's filled with fresh honey. It dips. It dips actually. The honey that we take in supermarket is not honey. Don't even think it is. I don't know what chemical that is. Looks like honey. So this honey, Radha and Krishna Gopikas bring this honey in golden pot. In a golden pot, they bring this honey because they want Radha and Krishna to taste honey. Right? And Krishna is given the honey pot, and Krishna gives it to Radha and he says, after you. You take it. Hey Radha, I will have the remnants after you eat. Like I am your devotee, I will have the remnants after you. And Radharani says, okay, I will take. So it takes a little bit of honey. And then says, now you take. And Krishna says, no, you take more. I will have the remaining only. No, Krishna is very mischievous. He has a plan behind everything. Radha, you take more. More honey. So beautiful honey. See how soft it is, how nice it is. Please take more. Radharani, to please Krishna, she is taking a little more honey. And again, see, you see Radha Krishna there? Radha Sneha Bihari? Very good. That's what they do in Govardhan. She is drinking honey, Krishna is feeding honey. I will take the remaining. You first have as much as you like. When you have honey, I am so happy. Right? We call each other honey, but I don't know what we think inside. My dear honey, in the good So, here is Radharani. She is having honey. She is having more and more and more honey. Because Krishna is feeding her so sweetly. How can you refuse when somebody is feeding you so sweetly? Please take. Krishna, I am so much happy when you are eating. And Krishna has a plan. What is the plan? Radharani has so much honey, she becomes intoxicated. Right? And Radharani, when she gets intoxicated, she speaks the truth. And Krishna wants to hear the truth. All the time she never tells truth. If Krishna goes, how am I looking today? What will you look? Nothing special. Like that Radharani will tell. She'll tell to Krishna. But now that she's intoxicated, now she's like, Krishna, you're looking so beautiful. Yes! I'm getting to know the truth today. Because you never tell me the truth. Now you are telling me the truth. And Krishna is like, okay, start some more running. Start some more running. Start some more running. Now, rather than one point, you know, like, oh no, Krishna, I don't want to have any more. You have now. Now Krishna looks at that pot. Now Krishna has to have that honey. But the problem is, it's a golden pot, and golden pot is reflecting Radharani's face on the pot, and Radharani herself is the golden form. And without even having the honey looking at Radharani's golden face in the reflection of the golden pot, Krishna gets intoxicated. Madana Mohana Mohini. Completely. And then Krishna starts speaking his own. And looking at both of them, all the gopis and gopas are like, Haribol, today they are speaking all crazy things. They are doing all crazy things. They are so happy with each other. And looking at all of them, Govardhan is dancing. Haribol, you know, today also we had a nice pastime like this. So Acharya explained that there is no end to such pastimes in Govardhan. And Govardhan is a place where Krishna and Radharani and all the gopikas go daily. So more than Vrindavan, Govardhan is more worshipable. Our Acharyas say. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, when he established Gaudiya Math, he established deities in Gaudiya Math, and he named the deity as Gandharvika Giriraj. Gandharvika Giridhari. Gandharvika Giridhari. He named them. What is the meaning of Gandharvika? Gandharvika means Gandha, smell. You know, very, and also it means Gandharva. Both meanings it has. Both meanings it has. Gandha also means smell. Gandha also means singing. Beautiful tune. So Gandharvas are thinking that they are singing nicely because they are learning from Gandharvika. All the Gandharvas who are known for singing are trying to learn how to sing from the source of all Gandharvas, which is Gandharvika. And the fragrance of earth is the smell that comes from Gandharvika. Her fragrance. Krishna says, I am that fragrance. But actually the fragrance is coming from whom? Srimati Radharani. Right? Gandharvika. Acharya is explained like this. And Giriraj, Giridhari. The one who gives happiness to Radha and Krishna is that Giridhari. And hence Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, when established Gaudiya Math, he named Radha Krishna as Gandharvika Giridhari. Gandharvika Giridhari ki Jai. Yes. That is how much importance Giriraj has in our Sampradaya. And a lot of people don't understand why they do Giriraj Parikrama. Because this is why they do Giriraj Parikrama. Because Giriraj is the source of all love that Radha and Krishna share in Vrindavan. It is a central point. It is a central point. And Giriraj is the place where Giriraj is the place where Radha and Krishna are free. They are not scared. They are not, they are never scared, but they like to have that pastime with no inhibitions. Vrindavan is a problem, Barsan is a problem. Right? But Giriraj is a place where both Radha and Krishna come together without any hesitation, without any reservation. Because Jatila and Kutila don't come to Giriraj. They are in their place only. But when they hide and come, whenever Radha and Krishna, they hide and come out, they come to Giridhari. They come to Giriraj Govardhan. And so, why is Giriraj so great? I'm just repeating it. Because Giriraj brings Radha and Krishna together. And what is the greatness of Srila Prabhupada? He brought Radha and Krishna together all over the world. All over the world. He established so many temples, bringing Radha and Krishna together. And Giriraj was the heart of Srila Prabhupada. His disciples explained that after Prabhupada left, when they opened his suitcase, there were 4 Giriraj Shilas in the suitcase of Prabhupada. He used to carry them and worship them. And Giriraj worship is not that simple. Because only a pure devotee can do it. Never even think of going to Govardhan and picking one and keeping in your pocket. If you do that, your material life is burned to ashes. Don't come and tell them, Prabhu, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya, sab ho gaya. Because you're dealing with Krishna Swayam. There is a whole process of bringing Giriraj Lila, which I am not an expert. But little that I know, you cannot bring without the permission of Brajavasis. And it has to be given by them, given by your Guru. You can't just go and pick up and tell, Gurudev, I brought Giriraj Lila, Hari Bol, please bless me. No. Guru has to. And it is also explained you should keep so much amount of pure gold to bring that much amount of Giriraj. Even if you have that gold, your Guru has to approve. Even if your Guru has to approve, Brajavasis have to approve. And there are many more things. I am not an expert in that. Right? Now, here Raghunath Das Goswami wants to take residence near Giriraj. He wants to stay close to Giriraj. And Giriraj is telling, he wants to stay close to Giriraj. And devotees tell Raghunath Das Goswami, why do you want to stay close to Giriraj? You have many other great devotees, you can take shelter of them. Like one of the devotees who was mentioned in Bhagavatam is a great devotee, is Yudhishthir Maharaj. Because Krishna is to serve Yudhishthir Maharaj. Bhagavatam in Kunti Maharaj is explained that, in the first canto it is explained that Krishna is to walk behind Yudhishthir Maharaj. Krishna is to assist Yudhishthir Maharaj in all his activities. So he is a great Krishna devotee. You can take shelter of Yudhishthir Maharaj. And another great devotee, you can take shelter of is Uddhav. Uddhav is a great devotee. You can take shelter of Uddhav also. Why do you want to take shelter of Giriraj? So Acharyas explain that Yudhishthir Maharaj used to serve Krishna in many rasas. Dasya rasa? Used to serve in Dasya rasa? Yes. Sakya rasa? Yes. Yes. Do you all know the 5 rasas? What are the 5 rasas? Shanta rasa, Dasya rasa, Sakya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa. Shanta rasa means being happy in the presence and much more. Dasya rasa means submitting as a servant, servitor mood. Sakya rasa, treating God as a friend, having the friendship with God. Vatsalya rasa means taking care of God like a parent, paternal love. Madhurya rasa means loving, conjugal love. That I love you and I can't be without you. Pure love. Now Yudhishthir Maharaj is serving Krishna in what rasa? Dasya rasa also? Sakya rasa also. Uddhava is serving in what rasa? Sakya rasa also? Dasya rasa also? And Vatsalya rasa also. Because he used to give advices to Krishna. Krishna used to take advice from Uddhav. Hey, you are a Shishya of Brahaspati. Please tell me what to do next. Right? Many advices, to glorify him. But one other thing that Uddhava did is he came to Braja on the request of Krishna, because Krishna sent him that he thinks he is very knowledgeable, but he doesn't know what is Bhakti. So please go and learn Bhakti, which Brahaspati did not teach you. Go and learn in Vrindavan. So he sent Uddhav to Vrindavan. And what did Uddhav do? He did Vrindavan Govardhan Parikrama every day. Every day he did Govardhan Parikrama. For 11 months. 11 months Uddhav was in Braj. And he was speaking to Srimati Radharani, he was speaking to the Gopikas, he was speaking to the Brajavasis, he was understanding the love of Braj. And what did Uddhav do? He learned all these things. We can speak about Uddhav forever. So many things. And understanding all these things, finally, what was the conclusion of Uddhav? That all my education that Brahaspati gave is waste of time. The most important thing that I have learned from simple cowherd women in Vrindavan is Bhakti. Pure, unalloyed devotional service. And that he went to Krishna and he explained, hey Krishna, please bless me with only one thing. Let me become a creeper of grass in the Brajabhumi. So that every day, somehow or the other, some gopi will come and keep her feet on me. And I will get the dust of her lotus feet. Like that Uddhav asked. And Uddhav also explained the Braj Lila. So in a way, he also touched upon the Madhurya Lila. He explained the Madhurya aspect to Krishna. That how much Srimati Radharani is waiting for you, how much Gopikas are waiting for you, how much everybody is waiting for you. Right? So Uddhav, He serves Krishna in Shantarasa. He serves Krishna in Dasirasa. He serves Krishna in Sakhyarasa. He serves Krishna in Vatsalyarasa. And he also serves Krishna in Madhurya-rasa. He explains the Madhurya pastimes that he saw in Vrindavan. So they explain, they tell Raghunath Das, why don't you take shelter of Uddhav? Why do you need to go to Giriraj? Then Raghunath Das Goswami says, no, I want Giriraj only. Because Uddhav told Krishna about the Madhurya Lila, but he could not bring Radha and Krishna together. Uddhava could not bring Radha and Krishna together, but the greatness of Giriraj, he is the best servant of Krishna because he brings Radha and Krishna together. Hari Bol. Right? So, here is Giriraj. Next time you go to Giriraj Govardhan, understand who is that personality. And why is Krishna telling his father that worship Giriraj instead of the Indra? Because Krishna loves Giriraj. He can't think of Vrindavan without Giriraj. And even though Brahma did such a big mistake, such a small mistake, sorry, what did he do? He sent Gopas here, and Krishna there for some time. And what did Indra do? He tried to kill Brajavasis. Which is bigger offense? Killing Brajavasis or keeping them separate? Killing from our angle. But Krishna's angle, keeping them away is more greater offense than trying to kill them. That's Krishna's way of looking at it. Indra decided to pour so much rain to completely smash the entire Vrindavan when they did not do the puja. And what did Krishna do? He went and lifted the Govardhan. The same Govardhan he goes every day. He goes and lifts the Govardhan on his pinky finger, just like this. The Govardhan becomes so light. And Govardhan also creates a stage for Krishna to stand. Because see, Krishna is what? 7-year-old. Brajavasis are so tall. So it's explained that, when Krishna lifted that Govardhan, all the Brajavasis are looking at him like this. How is it possible? If Krishna is lifting Govardhan, everybody should stand like this, right? Because Krishna is shorter than many of them. So actually Govardhan created a nice, beautiful throne of jewels. Right? Throne of jewels. Like Narottam Das Thakur sings in that throne of jewels in the Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore. Right? Both of them are sitting on a throne. That throne is created by Giriraj under him. And Krishna lifts the Govardhan just like this. And he stands under the Giriraj and is holding Govardhan on that throne. Now why did Giriraj create that throne? Because he knows the heart of Krishna. He is Krishna. Krishna has to see all the Brajavasis. Now the thing is that, Prabhuji and Mataji, in Vrindavan, when Krishna goes to Yashoda, all the gopis are crying. Because now we can't see Krishna. When Krishna goes away from Yashoda to the Gopal, Yashoda is crying. That now Krishna is not with me. And when Krishna is to the Gopals, gopis are crying. And when Krishna goes to the gopis, gopas are crying. Right? Krishna goes to the gopis, gopas are crying. And when Krishna goes to the gopas, gopis are crying. As soon as when Krishna is going to the gopas, all the gopis go to Suryadev and they are praying. That, set very fast. And when Krishna goes to the gopis, all the gopas are going to the moon. You set very fast. Because morning will happen so we can see Krishna. Right? Now gopas are praying that you set very fast or go very fast so that the day comes. Gopis are going and praying to sun god, not saying rise very late, don't rise only. Sun god is like, what is this? You want me to rise or not? I have to rise. No, you should not rise because he is dancing with us. Krishna is with us in Govardhan, dancing with us. Please don't rise. If you rise, he'll go. But the beauty of Govardhan is for 7 days and 7 nights, Gopas, Gopis, Yashoda, everybody together are looking at Krishna. 7 days of festivities are going on under the hill of Govardhan, which never happened before. Somebody was missing all the time. Even Radharani came there. Radharani is looking at Krishna without any hesitation. She's looking at Krishna. Krishna looks at Radharani. As soon as he looks at Radharani, he immediately remembers Balaram is there. Balaram is also there, right? Elder brother. Respect. I should not do flirting when, Balaram is there. I should not do this. Immediately, he brings his eyes down and with the very, what do you call that? Tirchi nazar?
Squint eye.
Squinted eye. Squinted eye. Huh? Side glance. He looks like this. I can't do that. Krishna, as if he's closing, little bit is looking like this. And Gujaratis worship such Krishna as Srinathji. Have you seen the eyes of Srinathji? He's holding like this. And his eyes are almost like closed. Is he closed eyes or no? He's not closed. He's side glancing towards Radharani. Balaram is thinking he's not looking at Radharani, but Krishna is looking at Radharani. And Radharani is looking at Krishna. And when Radharani is looking at Krishna, Jatila and Kutila also come there because Indra has poured everywhere, right? Where will they go? They also came under Govardhan. And Jatila and Kutila, Jatila is there. Who are you looking at? Huh? And Radharani looks at Jatila and says, where do you think I should look at? Everybody is looking at him only. You are also looking at him only. I am also looking. He is the one holding the hill. Where do you think I should look like? And Jatila says, okay, you can look. You should hold the mountain properly. And whenever there is a small loving exchange between Radharani and Krishna, Krishna becomes a little, ecstatic, and the mountain starts shaking, and all the rocks starts moving, and all the Gopa, hey, Krishna, hold it properly, what are you doing? and Yashodama is like, mountain, I am going to curse you, Giriraj, if you put more burden on my son. Already he is not eating for the last 7 days and is trying to hold you, and you are shaking now, I curse you. And Giriraj even becomes more like Ramu. But I don't want to get cursed by Yashoda. The same Yashoda who beats Krishna in Govardhan Lila. They are going to sing Damodar Ashtakam now. Giriraj is also scared of Yashoda. He becomes light. Right? And Giriraj is floating and Krishna is holding and Krishna is looking at all the Brajavasis. All the Brajavasis are looking. They are doing sport, fun. They are having fun. And Indra is like, yes, I did it. I smashed Vrindavan. So he sent his agents. Can you go and tell me the destruction I did in Vrindavan? Because I can clearly see from here Vrindavan is destroyed. Everybody is gone. How dare they decide not to do my worship, which has been done for many, many yugas. They have stopped my worship. Next time, nobody will dare to do that. Ha 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 ha. Then one fellow comes and says, don't say ha 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 ha. You don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? I just went and saw they're having a party. They're having a party below the mountain. Nicely they're dancing, all leelas are going on, they're eating, they're feasting. They're nicely enjoying. You are thinking that you have punished them. Indra becomes so upset. What is this? And he starts pouring more and more. The biggest of the clouds and the most destructive clouds, they start pouring on Vrindavan, on Govardhan. And not a leaf on Govardhan is moved with all that. And Indra's pride is so much crushed that he understands, oh Krishna, I failed to recognize that you are the Supreme Person. I did that mistake. And then Indra comes, I'm cutting the Leela short, now it's over, only 8:15. So Indra comes down, falls on his feet, goes in front of Krishna. Krishna, it happened again. I messed up. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And 7 prayers, he tells. 7 days, 7 prayers to a 7-year-old child. He is doing. And Krishna immediately forgives Indra. And Krishna instructs him what he should not do. In case of Brahma, he barely did anything. He just kept them separate in Brahma Vimohan Lila. In spite of fully chanting one full chapter in Bhagavatam, Krishna doesn't even look at him. And the same Brahma in guilt appears as Haridas Thakur, chanting his names in this Kali Yuga. And Indra there gets forgiven. But Indra goes to, after this incident, before he comes down, he goes to Brahma, says, Brahma, you have to help me. So what did you do this time? What did you do? I did this. I tried to kill the Vrindavan Vasis. And Brahma is like, you don't know what you did. I barely did anything and I have not been forgiven. You try to kill them now. Now you do a thing, go and ask for forgiveness. But do a favor. Don't go alone and ask for favor. Take Surabhi cow with you. Indra takes a Surabhi cow and goes to Krishna, and keeping the Surabhi cow in the front, he asks for apology. Looking at that cow, Krishna becomes very pleased and he says, I forgive you. And with that milk of Surabhi, Krishna's Abhishek happens and that place is called Surabhi Kund. Even now you can see that place around Govardhan. So the pastime of Giriraj Govardhan, no matter how many times we listen to it, no matter how many times we speak, it just purifies us more and more and more because we take shelter of Giriraj Govardhan. Giriraj Govardhan Bhagwan ki Jai. Krishna's Leelas in Karthika Maas ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. If Srila Prabhupada would not have bestowed this mercy, how we would have known anything about Govardhan? How we would have known anything about the great Acharya's explanations on Govardhan? So, Prabhupada and Mataji's, next time you are going to Govardhan Giri. And by the way, are you all excited to make a Govardhan for Krishna here in the center? Should we do that? Yes. Because if we make Govardhan, who will be pleased? Radha and Krishna will be pleased. Because Govardhan is the place where they have their pastimes. Is that true? So, I think my wife will announce when it will happen. Somewhere towards the end of Karthik, I don't know which date. Some of us are going on Yatra, we'll come back. In between, no, Govardhan Puja is happening on 2nd of November, but many of us will not be here. So you can still do Govardhan Puja in your houses, but in the center we'll do on the Sunday which comes between November 11th and 19th. What is the Sunday? 16th? Is that fine? Should we do on 16th? 16th is the last day of Karthik? 15th? Yeah, we can also do on 15th if you want. Let's decide. And by the way, November 14th is this. Yugal Kishore Prabhu is coming and discussing Govardhan Lila here in the center. That's a Thursday evening, right? So please block your calendars that evening. We can do that day only? Very good. We'll do that day only. Yeah, we can arrange. But you'll have to apply a transcendental leave in Karthik Maas from office and come and make the Govardhan. Make the Govardhan with lot of bhoga, and everybody has to make lot of bhoga.
No. Tulasi Vila and Govardhan day on one day.
Which day? Okay, you decide. We'll decide and tell you. Be excited, make lot of bhoga for Govardhan. Everybody can cook, even I can cook. I'll try to cook that day something small. Something I'll try to cook. But I mean, Giriraj will really react, I know that. The reaction is good or bad, I don't know. But we all should do something. Sandwiches? Okay. I don't know. He'll sandwich me. Hare Krishna. Giriraj Govardhan Bhagwan ki Jai. Any questions? Anybody has? Anybody wants to share anything in this Karthika Maas? No? We are good? Hare Krishna. Oh, you have a question? Prabhuji. Mataji also. Somebody else lifted the hand, sir? You also lifted. Okay, quickly we'll take one or two questions. Yeah. Yes. On the. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Prabhuji, thank you very much. We got transported to Vrindavan and all the Leelas.
All glories to Amarendra Prabhu. Let's say Haribol to Amarendra Prabhu. Because I heard his lecture and I heard some other lectures and I made notes. In Parampara, our credit is zero. But when we follow the footsteps of great souls, we also get to. So I just repeated. If I made any mistakes, please forgive me. Yeah, it's good.
So Prabhuji, in the initial section you told when we become uncomfortable, it's a chance for doing more devotion. But generally, I feel that when we become uncomfortable, we get more disturbed and distracted rather than taking more shelter. The chanting doesn't happen nicely.
Mm-hmm.
One of the prayer I try to offer is let the situation be little comfortable so that I can focus on you. So what is correct? I think it's a cycle again.
Yeah. So Prabhuji, uncomfort means not that, it is not conducive for devotional service. We should always ask Lord Krishna that please put me in a situation where I can perform devotion properly. That is a good prayer. But that situation need not have a air condition. That situation doesn't need to have a lot of money. That situation doesn't need to have excess than what we need. Right? Asking for comfort in material world means you're trying to ask for something excess that you don't need actually. And when you ask for that excess, what happens? Our comfort becomes more important, Krishna becomes less important. So when I said be in uncomfortable situation, it's not literally to be uncomfortable, but not to be too much comfortable. Too much comfort is not good. Like Prabhupada also told, feed prasadam nicely. Because if bhooke pet kya bhajan karega? Give him some prasad, right? But that should not lead to so much prasad that he'll sleep only. Right? It should lead to enough prasad so that he can do bhajan properly. Like that. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
గోవర్ధన్ హనుమంతుడు దాన్ని ఇచ్చేద్దామని ట్రై చేస్తే అది ఈపురంలో ఉన్నాయి టికెట్ లేదు. బట్ అప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పారంటే ఈ యుగంలో దానికి అవసరం లేదు, త్రేతాయుగంలో అని చెప్పి దాన్ని ఆపేశారని అంటారు.
Yeah, I heard of a pastime like this, Hanumanji and Govardhan Giri, but I cannot tell now because I have to go back and hear what exactly happened. Yeah, somebody lifted hand there. You're good? Okay, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. भक्त विश्वनाथ नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, जय विष्णुपाद परम सुब्रताचार्य स्तोत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय विष्णुपाद परम सुब्रताचार्य स्तोत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की, गंगे मैया की, यमुने मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, कलियुग पावन तुलसी महारानी की, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, ट्रांसजेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसादन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Hare Krishna, many of devotees are going to just one announcement, please. So many of us are going to Mayapur Dham, many are going to Vrindavan Dham, different places. I also request everybody to please visit holy places. Even if you are not going so far, go to a holy place in Karthika month, to a beautiful temple of Lord Vishnu Narayan, and take blessings. And the Sunday feast will continue. I will not be here, but I request two Prabhujis, Udayananda Prabhu and Mahesh Prabhu, to take lecture on the next Sunday feast here on two different pastimes. Haribo! Haribo! Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So may I request Tulsi Mataji, you can sing the Damodar Ashtam? Yeah, you can give the mic to Mataji. So now Damodar Ashtam prayers will happen. Please chant the whole prayers. You can sit down and see the Kirtan. And then when the Hare Krishna mantra will start, we'll keep this picture here. There is a picture there, the picture here. You can offer ghee lamp. Now there is a procedure to, of course the main procedure is love, but 4 times at the feet of Krishna, 2 times at the belly, 3 times on the head of Krishna, and 7 times around the body. The same way to Yashoda Maya also, and then to Srila Prabhupada show the lamp, and you can take the lamp and keep the lamp behind. Hare Krishna. Yeah.